We've been in existence for 57 years or so.
We are 100% volunteer, and we respond when our pagers sound. We were dispatched initially to a rope rescue at Utah Girls Village. When I arrived on location, it was completely different than what we were called out for. I noticed right away that we had a excavation collapse, and I realized then that it was not a rope rescue, that it was actually a collapse or trench type rescue. We had had a lot of rain the previous week, and when she got out on that concrete, it was undermined from the water running through it, and the concrete broke off and caused her to drop down into the hole.
At that point, didn't know if we had somebody just laying there that we could grab a hold of and get on a stretcher and get out of there. Didn't know if she was pinned. Incident Command made the decision for us to stay out of any collapse zone while keeping contact with her, and then wait for the trench rescue to show up.
We got dispatched right away. We loaded up some gear from here and went there.
When we got there, met with the Ponca Hills firefighters. They gave us an idea of what we had.
Well, the risk factors, the walls, it was already reported that it was still caving in, and they needed to shore it up.
With trench rescues, the biggest hazard is secondary collapse, and a lot of first responders or would-be good Samaritans that try to rescue somebody become victims of a secondary collapse.
Every rescue, every call is always evolving. There's always something different.
It's extremely important that that we stay on top of our skills, so that, when we get called upon to perform them, we can perform it at the highest standards, so that we can get the care that the person needs to them.
She had a couple slabs of concrete on top of her waist, and then a couple around her feet, and her feet were, fortunately, they were stuck kind of in a hole to where they weren't crushed or impeded anyway. It was mostly on her hips. Her mental status at the time was fine, but then it started becoming a little more altered, where you could tell that she was starting to not be in a good way. So that's kind of the reason we made the decision to slide the cribbing under, and we just basically lifted the concrete off of her.
We pulled her out and put her on a Stokes basket, stabilized her.
She was taken critical condition to the hospital. You never stop training as a firefighter. You can go through the basic academy and think you know everything. I've been doing this 45 years, and I still learn something new every day.
I like the way that things came together with our crews, that they just came in, they knew what needed to be done, and they did it.
They're all heroes, fire, rescue, police, they're all the heroes, our service people. So it's a team effort.